Good evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre. Battle lines have hardened once again between Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and the Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung. This time over the appointment of police officers from Bihar to the Anti-Corruption Bureau. Najib Jung has challenged the appointment, saying only his office has the rights to make them. This comes soon after the war over the appointment of the Chief Secretary as well in Delhi, one that saw the courts involved over rights and jurisdictions of the centre and the state, as they adjudicate what happens to the citizens of Delhi. A long hot summer looms. Is governance the big casualty? Also on the economic front, is the news grimmer than we expected? Shweta Rajpal Kohli, the latest Shweta, bad monsoon. What are they saying?
Absolutely. It's now official. The monsoon will be delayed and deficient. In fact, fears of a possible drought spook stock markets today. So is this a fresh setback for the Modi government already battling to recover the economy? And is the tag of the fastest growing economy in the world a mere farce? We debate that in just a bit. Over to Maya for now.
Well, thanks a lot, Shweta, for that. But let's move first to the story in Delhi and the Aam Aadmi Party. A fresh standoff between the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung. This time over the appointment of policemen from Bihar being appointed to the Delhi Anti-Corruption Bureau. Sonal Mehrotra reports.
As Delhi swelters with water and power shortages in one of worst summers ever, the war between Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and his Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung refuses to abate. Now, in the latest move, the Governor's office on the offensive, challenging the appointment of 4 Bihar cadre officers in Delhi's Anti-Corruption Bureau, saying only his office has the power to make those changes. The press note sent by Lieutenant Governor's office reads, "The Anti-Corruption Bureau Delhi, being a police station, functions under authority, control and supervision of the Lieutenant Governor, a position clarified by the Ministry of Home Affairs. The office of Lieutenant Governor has so far not received any proposal for the deputation of such personnel from outside Delhi Police."
ACB के पास पूरी पावर है कि वो देश में कहीं से भी पुलिस कर्मियों को ले सके, और पहले भी होता रहा है। लेकिन अब सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने मजाक बना दिया हर चीज को। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट चाहती क्या है? संविधान को वो नहीं मानेंगे।
Sources indicate that ACB was discussed. And what's more, there's no end to this turf war, as sources also indicate that 34 more officers from West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand are likely to be inducted in the Anti-Corruption Bureau very soon. While the argument for the ACB being short-staffed is officially the reason for these recruitments, Mr. Kejriwal's political strategy of bypassing the governor's office and sending requests to non-BJP states only to fill some of the nearly vacant positions is raising eyebrows. So far, he has only approached Bihar, but sources say West Bengal and Uttarakhand are on his list next.
And I regret to say repeatedly, governance is becoming a casualty. वो पहले अपनी पार्टी के अंदर जंग करते हैं, फिर नजीब जंग से जंग करते हैं, फिर राजनाथ जी से जंग करते हैं.
Like the tussle over bureaucratic appointments, this one too pits Arvind Kejriwal, a novice chief minister risen from the people, against the almighty Home Ministry, a strong arm of the centre. But is this simply a political game plan by the Delhi's new government to divert perhaps attention from core issues? Or is this perhaps a real case of poor governance? Perhaps the Chief Minister now has to answer more questions to his voters than seeking answers for himself from the centre. In New Delhi with camera person Ashwini, Sonal Mehrotra, NDTV.
Well, joining us to discuss this question of governance versus what is a jurisdiction as far as Delhi is concerned, in the studio I have with me from the BJP Nalin Mehta, former bureaucrat Nalin Kohli, from former bureaucrat Shelja Chandra with us, senior journalist Aarti Jared. Also, we're being joined from their locations, Ashish Khaitan of the Aam Aadmi Party and Ajay Kumar of the Congress. Ashish Khaitan, I want to open this with you because both the Congress and the BJP have chosen to target the Aam Aadmi Party on the issue of a lack of governance in Delhi. How do you respond to that charge, given that we're seeing one tussle after another over the issue of jurisdiction between the governor and the chief minister?
Well, I think corruption has been the biggest bane of a democracy, and if any government is effectively preventing and controlling corruption, in less than 100 days we arrested 35 officers, suspended more than 150 officers and arrested 35 officers, and there is zero tolerance towards corruption in all government departments. Corruption has almost come to a naught, and I think if that's not governance, then I would like to understand from the Congress party what do they really mean by governance, because for us governance really means a nexus between accountability, between development and accountability, a close connection between development and accountability. Water, education, health, I can count on about the achievements of this government, but that's not, I think, the subject of today's debate. So governance, I think we are exercising our powers well within the confines of the constitution. We have got legal opinion in our favor, we have got a High Court order in our favor. Now a matter is sub judice before the High Court and one matter is sub judice before the Supreme Court. As far as the ACB goes, which is, I think, the point of contention today, ACB's jurisdiction has been clearly defined by the High Court order, and the centre went to challenge that High Court order, but the High Court order did not get stayed. So ACB clearly comes within the jurisdiction of the elected government in Delhi, which is the Chief Minister. And I don't know for why LG wants to now even intervene in matters related to corruption, because I would also like to point out that there are at least 15 cases of corruption which were closed by the Lieutenant Governor during that interim period when there was no elected government, and there have been strictures by the CBI that the LG actually acted outside his powers while he was closing those cases. So ACB certainly is clearly within the jurisdiction of the government, and the High Court has very clearly said so in its order last week.
Okay, Ashish Khaitan. Well, I think the High Court has also not gone to the extent of sort of dismissing the MHA notification completely out of hand. But Nalin Kohli, I want to bring you in on this, because if the Modi government's agenda really is about cleaning up corruption, the Delhi government is taking one such step in empowering the Anti-Corruption Bureau in Delhi. Why should there be an objection from the centre? It needs policemen, it needs forces.
Let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. Fighting corruption is a national priority. Who's fighting with that issue? The BJP government at the centre. Is there a single case of corruption in decision making?
So isn't strengthening Delhi's ACB a point of that fight?
The issue is about the process and the method, and that has to be correct. Now, police is not under the Delhi government, which is a clear constitutional position. So creating a police force cannot take place. What they are doing by bringing in officers from Bihar and, as reports are saying, from other states, where is that mandate and how are they creating a parallel police force? 2 days ago, creating an IB sort of force was the mandate of the Delhi government, or their desire. Where is that mandate coming from? So therefore, nobody is here to stop them from delivering what they need to deliver within the four corners of the constitution. Now they are taking an interpretation of it, which I think personally is it's so liberal that it's outside the confines of the constitution. They are quoting High Court orders, they are making allegations against the Lieutenant Governor. If Mr. Khaitan is to be believed, then the Lieutenant Governor and his party believes the Lieutenant Governor has no experience of either the constitution or of the services and merely stopping them. Why should he want to stop them? They are here for 5 years, 67 seats. So therefore, they are making allegations. I don't think the last on this is over. Governance is suffering. I have 2 more comments to make. The governance is suffering. That's a fact. This is not going to be their last. It is certainly going to get adjudicated in the courts. There's no question about it. Time will answer whether the positions being taken. I'm not finished, Mr. Khaitan. Mr. Khaitan, I haven't finished. Please, after that, make a comment.
I'll give you a chance to respond.
No, 1 minute. I just want to finish.
Let Nalin finish. 10 seconds, Nalin.
No, I'm just finishing. That this matter will certainly get adjudicated. Whether they have the power to create a police force. Now, even I as an advocate can say, my reading of what he's saying is not matching.
Okay.
Let us see what comes out of
Okay,
it.
all right, Ashish Khaitan, quick response. We want to bring the Congress in as well.
Just a quick response. Talking about the process, I would like to highlight the case in which we got a favorable order from the High Court. We arrested a constable and 2 other officers were on the run of the rank of the assistant sub-inspector and above for taking bribe. They were caught red-handed. Can I please complete? When we arrested the case, you know what the Delhi police, which is controlled by MHA and reports to Rajnath Singh, what they did, they registered a case of kidnapping against ACB officials. This is what you call process?
Let me answer that.
When we are acting against corruption,
Okay.
you are acting, registering
Okay.
cases of kidnapping
All
against
right,
your
all
officers.
right. I know the center
This is your-
and the state.
this is your
I
process?
know
No,
that
I'll
the
also
center
answer
and the
it without,
state are
no,
fighting
one
each
minute.
other,
Just a
but no-
sentence, just a sentence. No, just a sentence, because I don't need to be agitated about it. I'll just simply point out the Delhi High Court has rejected the bail application. The center hasn't questioned that bail application.
Okay.
Hold on. And the observations of the judge, because I've also read the order, please read para 34. It's not very complicated.
Right,
There's a judgment. Read para 34.
Kohli and Ashish Khaitan, this is not a center versus state tussle in the studio right now. Arvind Kejriwal and Najib Jung are fighting that out. Shalja Chandra and Aarti Jain, I want both of you to come in on this. Shalja, Chandra, this issue, we've seen the Chief Secretary dispute that's gone on and gone to the courts right now. Today we're seeing this happen as far as police is concerned in the Anti-Corruption Bureau. As a former bureaucrat, how much do you think this kind of a tussle affects day-to-day governance, the day-to-day administration of a city or a state administration?
There would be complete chaos and no kind of governance going on. Officers would be sitting on tenterhooks, not knowing what would flow tomorrow. But I do feel, since I have handled this subject very closely, very intimately, and had the privilege of being guided by as much as somebody as high as the then Attorney General, the then Solicitor General, I do feel that I have some locus standi to be able to speak on the subject.
Right.
Number one, the ACB is a police station. A police station under the Delhi Police Act has to be administered under Section 4 by the Lieutenant Governor. Constitutionally, police is not a subject with the Delhi government. Not a single file concerning the anti-corruption ever went to any chief minister.
Right.
It was done by the chief secretary, the director of vigilance reporting to the chief secretary, and then on to the lieutenant governor. Prevention of corruption is totally, I mean, when you give bribes and take bribes is a totally different issue from vigilance. Vigilance is being mixed up with corruption. When you give bribes and take bribes, it becomes a criminal offense, a police offense to be investigated by police and taken and charged in court.
Right.
A corruption case, which is a vigilance matter, is done as part of your disciplinary rules and has to be done by the competent authority, who is the appointing authority, be it the chief secretary, be it the chief minister, be it the LG. The two things cannot be mixed up and are unfortunately being mixed up. There is no way that the chief minister has powers to create any posts, what to speak of police posts.
All right. So before Aarti, before I bring you in, Ashish Khaitan, respond to that, because very clearly there is no jurisdiction Delhi's chief minister has over the police or over, therefore, the Anti-Corruption Bureau. How can you be going around making appointments? And the fact is, you're quite aware of the constitution, of the guidelines. Why are you going ahead and doing it in this manner and challenging it like this? Is there a strategy behind it?
I think this is a complete misreading and I would say bad interpretation of the Indian Constitution and the existing scheme, when the High Court very clearly in its 69 paragraph order very clearly spelt out that how ACB doesn't tantamount to police. ACB falls within the entry 1 of concurrent list of list 3, and the power to make laws to enforce Prevention of Corruption Act falls strictly within the domain of the elected government of Delhi. This is exactly what the High Court said. This is exactly what the central government wanted to be stayed, and this is exactly what the Supreme Court refused to stay.
Okay.
So, police station, yes, ACB is a police station, so is CBI. One second. So is CBI, so is NIA. So, does it mean just simply because CBI is a police station and it's located within the jurisdiction of Delhi territorially, will it report to the police commissioner of police and LG? Do you mean that NIA simply because the police station will tomorrow report to the LG? No. police station, yes, it is a police station, but it's a police station for the enforcement of the Prevention of Corruption Act, which falls strictly within the concurrent list and doesn't come within the definition of police, which is the only reserve subject, as rightly pointed out by Ms. Shailja Chandra, is a reserve subject which lies with LG and not with the Chief Minister. But what about Prevention of Corruption Act? That doesn't come under the police entry of list 2.
Right.
This is what the High Court
All right,
has
Ashish
said.
Khaitan, you've made your point. Aarti, I want you to come in on this because, you know, we can argue about the interpretation and the context of what's going on right now. But the fact is, what we are hearing from all our sources is that this has come from Bihar. These officers have come from Bihar. The next step is to approach maybe other non-BJP chief ministers as well, to sort of dip into their pool of resources. There is obviously a reason and a motivation to go to these people as opposed to other BJP run states. That's one. B, the second question really is, what is the government in your view deriving, because this kind of publicity or this kind of constant space that they are taking in the media for all the wrong reasons perhaps, is there a strategy around it?
You know, Maya, it's a very interesting sort of tussle that we're seeing in Delhi. The constitutional part of it, the rules, the regulations, you know, the sort of legality of it, it's all being discussed in court, and I think we should leave it to the Supreme Court and the High Court to decide, you know, who's right and who's wrong. Arvind Kejriwal is playing a high-risk political game. And there are two very interesting things that have emerged in this. One is, of course, he's pushing the envelope as far as his powers go as chief minister. I mean, obviously, he wants full powers that, you know, all chief ministers have, which the chief minister of Delhi does not have. And he's pushing the envelope and seeing how far he can take this. The other interesting thing is, you know, that he is now reaching out to non-BJP chief ministers in this fight for, you know, on the platform of federalism, actually. That is why the approach to Bihar. He's been in touch with Mamata Banerjee in Bengal. So, you know, I mean, I don't know whether, maybe it's too early really to say anything about this, but maybe we're seeing the beginnings of some kind of a anti-BJP platform developing, which is why the BJP has to look at this issue not just through the constitution, not just through the rules and regulations, but also through the political prism.
All right.
I think that's very important to see that.